Racial justice and free speech groups are now joining forces to fight against a potential TikTok ban. The groups say a sale or ban of the platform would take away a critical tool for minority groups to build connections online and advocate for different causes. Faiyaz Hussain of the Muslim Public Affairs Council joins me now for more on that. Faiyaz, thanks for coming on. You know, MPAC is one of the groups fighting this potential TikTok ban. So talk me through this. How could it hurt your group's ability to get your message across?
Well, thank you for having me, first of all. The fact remains that our community and other allied communities like the Sikh community, the Asian American community, African American communities are just not, their stories, our narratives are just not portrayed and picked up as much on traditional platforms of media. And so TikTok has enabled this incredible opportunity for us to be able to dispel the stereotypes that have been propounded against us, all the disinformation that's out there about us, and some of it put together even by elected officials and governments at the highest level, in our case, as the American Muslim community. So this really is the digital public square, which offers us an opportunity to show an unfiltered opinion of views of ourselves, stories of ourselves, that people can learn and get to know us versus the otherizing that happens to our communities every day, day in and day out.
How critical is TikTok specifically to accomplishing this goal? Could you not use another social media platform to try to do what you're doing now?
I would argue that we won't be able to. TikTok, as we all know, has this special secret sauce ingredient that somehow you may not be the highest content, most viral person out there. You may not have the most popular platform or issues, but TikTok somehow has an ability to still get your voices out there. Virtually unknown people have gone viral and their views have gone on to millions of people. This does not happen to us and others on other social media as much as we see it. So I don't think it's as effective with other media companies. We certainly would like to use them as well. But TikTok, for some reason, has that figured out where average Americans across the spectrum can get their views out unfiltered. And so, yes, TikTok is very unique in that sense.
And Faiyaz, lawmakers say TikTok poses a threat to data privacy and national security. So what's your response to that?
Well, as an American Muslim and part of a group of folks like the Chinese Americans and Japanese Americans who've always heard this argument that a big group of class of people are suspect, like happened to us in the Muslim ban, that they've used national security, we think strongly as a pretext. And it's always what the go-to mantra when you want to discriminate viewpoints and don't want to get our information out there, and you claim the government claims national security. This happened to us with the Trump TikTok ban, which, as you know, the government reversed when Biden administration got in. They reversed it on day one, saying that it was a discriminatory ban and impacted our communities. And so I think that just this national security argument, you need to present evidence and data showing that this has actually created national security risk. Just statements and glorification of this concept of us all being threats is not acceptable, particularly when it comes to First Amendment, something as dear and basic as the right of expression and freedom of speech in our country. It's so basic constitutional law that it surprises me the government keeps at it year after year.
All right, Faiyaz Hussain, thank you.
Thank you for having me.